trying to get all touchy-feely, but I gotta give props to my man Jeff Neely. Work hard, play harder, I love
Neely, catch the word, Jeff Neely, he's the man of the hour, the GSA official who coordinated that now notorious DC to Vegas conference. Apparently, he had no trouble spending over $800,000 on the four-day soiree, reportedly telling investigators he was paying for quality. That includes $2,700 he spent on a private party in his hotel suite. But traveling from California to D.C. to testify today, well, that is another story. Neely's attorney saying, quote, requiring Mr. Neely to travel from California to appear before the committee when you have been advised that he will not answer any substantive questions posed to him does not advance any legitimate committee purpose. So wasting tax dollars on a clown and a mind reader, that's okay. Spending on travel to D.C. to testify about it, that is not. Utah Republican Congressman Jason Chaffetz is a member of the Oversight Committee looking into all of this. Your first reaction to Mr. Neely, sir?
This is absolutely government at its worst. The audacity of not just him, but others within that agency to go out and so grossly spend the American taxpayers' money. And then when I questioned the former administrator, the person who had to resign in disgrace, Ms. Johnson, and I said, why did you give him a bonus? He got a $9,000 bonus. She said he was entitled to it. I have not been offended to that degree in a long time, Stuart. That is so obnoxious, it just drives me crazy.
Again, I go back to the timing of this, because just over the weekend, a lot of people were paying out money to the IRS, paying their taxes. Yeah. And now they see Mr. Neely in a hot tub, apparently on the taxpayer dime, with a couple of drinks right there next to him. The timing is very bad. I mean, I really think this is causing some real outrage today. And I think you reflect that. I can hear it in your voice.
Well, you've got to remember, this incident took place in 2010. This guy is still a government employee. The idea that he has not been fired at this point is just so outrageous, Stuart. They literally spent hundreds of thousands of dollars getting clowns and other types of things. There's just total disregard and respect for the taxpayers' money. The Obama administration, this is a theme through a lot of different investigations now. They don't seem to fire anybody. Instead, they hire more people. There are 140,000 additional federal workers since Barack Obama took office. And you see this kind of massive spending, and then people got to write their own checks to fund it, and it's just absolutely intolerable.
Do you know if Mr. Neely is still being paid? He's not been fired, and I don't think he's been put on administrative leave. He's been paid.
Yeah, no, he still collects a check, and he makes six figures. That's the thing that's so outrageous. He's still getting paid. He got a $9,000 bonus for all of his supposed great work. It's ridiculous, Stuart.
Well, let me play the other side of the fence just for 1 second. This is one agency, it's one conference, and you could say that some of those videos that we show so frequently are self-mocking. Not mocking the taxpayer, but self-mocking. That is the other side of the coin. How do you respond?
No, they were using taxpayer dollars and taxpayer time to do this. They had two $30,000 expenses that were used to have these sort of events and award ceremonies, which really looked like fiction. They weren't actually doing any work. Think about it. They spent over $800,000. There were 300 people there, and Mr. Neely and others took eight trips to Las Vegas to scout out where they were going to do this. It used to be in Oklahoma City, but now it's suddenly in Las Vegas. Come on.
Is this an indictment of the way government workers behave in the Obama administration, or of all government workers over many, many years, because that's their psyche, that's their approach to work and spending taxpayer money? Which is it?
I hope it's isolated. There are a lot of good, hardworking, patriotic, frugal government employees out there, but we have too many government employees doing this that it destroys the reputation of the United States of America. Remember, the GSA had a budget of $595 million to operate on an annual basis. The Obama administration gave them a $6 billion stint to go out and spend, and then the administrator came back and said, we need another $80 million increase in our budget. And they can't spend the money fast enough. That's one of the problems with the stimulus, part of the problem with the Obama administration. There doesn't seem to be any oversight. And then when we find the problem, they don't fire them, where they're continuing to take a paycheck.
Congressman Jason Chaffetz, Republican, Utah. Thanks for